Hello again. Just back from doing Steve's flight review and thought I'd bring the Scout into one of the strips that we've made up. First time in here. Previous times I've been here is in the Cub. I have done a go around from here once before when there was a kangaroo on the strip, but I was on my way back and thought I might call in and give it a try. So 230 metres from fence to ditch, and the Scout pulled up in just about half of it, which is pretty impressive. And as you can see there, still on the small tyres. I'll just turn the camera around. So we've picked up a bit of grass on the tail wheel, so we'll clean that out and we'll jump back in and we'll get the camera going and talk you through the takeoff. So we're going to go back to the very corner there, just so that we don't look like a goose and run out of runway because we didn't use all of it. And we'll get airborne and be over, but essentially through those trees there. Lovely afternoon, barely a breath of wind. Let's get in and we'll get out of here. Okay, welcome aboard. Let's get fired up and we will line up and take off out here. Strobes on, masters on, mags 1, 2, trim is set, carburetor's cold, throttle, I'm just going to crack open, no prime is unlocked, pitch is full fine, we'll go the mixture rich, okay, stick held with my knees, clear cows, oil pressure has come up into the green. Headset on. Excellent, 1000 RPM, everything's happy. Altimeter is where we left it. Okay, engine's already nice and warm because we've only just landed. So we will taxi back to the start of the field. We'll do a brief mag check just to make sure that we do have both mags online. Then we will line up. Now that's down to our left there is our takeoff direction, just doing a bit of a U-turn to get back to the corner of the strip. I stepped it all out yesterday to make sure there was a dry run, which there is, and you can see it's been mown out there fairly recently, and I'll just try and aim to take off between some of the lines or parallel with them so that we're not trying to bounce over them. Also just because we've got the little tyres on at the moment. Okay, there's our takeoff direction. So we will do our temp fish, so trims are set, fixtures full rich, magnetos are on, master is on, propeller is full fine, park brake is off, fuel we have on, the tap's down by my left leg there, we have half tanks in both tanks, fuel flaps set 0, and visually confirm 0, but we're going to pull the flaps on as we bring the tail up. Fuel flaps instruments, compass is aligned to runway as best I know what the runway is, and the altimeter's set. Switches, we'll go landing lights on and nav lights on, just so that we have half a chance of chasing away any kangaroos that might turn up. Personal traffic Alpha Zulu, clear the active runway system. All 3 incorrect, and hatches and harnesses are secure, so we'll shut the windows. 1 and 2, and my seatbelt is done up nice and tight. Okie doke. So, fuel, flaps, trims and tail wheel. So fuel is definitely on. We've got quantity, flaps, discussed, they're in reach, ready to pull to full as we need them. Fuel, flaps, trim is definitely set, and tail wheel will go forward just a foot or so, just to feel that it is definitely locked, which it is. I can feel the pressure on the rudders there. Okie doke, so we will sit it there at 1000 RPM and just do a brief mag check. Only just took off from a real airport where we did a run up, so I'm not too stressed about it being fouled up because we barely taxied. I just want to check that both are online so we know that we are getting the power we expect when we're in such a short strip. Okie doke, so stick, I'm holding all the way back. Just one last check for kangaroos or cows, or there's not meant to be any in this paddock, but just in case. And we will push the power up. P's and P's are all in the green. Okay, and as we get to full power, we'll release the brakes, stick forward, reaching for the flat lever. As we start to accelerate, take the weight off the wheels, full flat, and we'll let it move. Lovely. And the bird there, so just avoid them. Over those trees as I bleed the flap off. Lovely. Okay, we'll resume a normal climb out. We'll lower the nose. We'll climb it out at about sort of 60 there. We'll lower the nose to about 65 or 70. And we'll go and find ourselves a real airport to land at. Welcome back. We've joined downwind for a real runway at an airport. And seeing as I didn't think to have the cameras on when I landed at the grass strip back there, I thought I'll take you through a bit of a short field landing here at Cessnock on runway 35. We'll go the carbide on, clear on there above left, and we'll bring the power back to practically the idle. We're sitting just above idle there. Once we're inside the wide arc, we'll take 1, 2 clicks of flap, which is half flap, and we'll give our radio call. So Cessnock, Sierra Fox, Mike, November, turn space, runway 35, full stop traffic Cessnock. Okie doke, there's about 70 knots, which is well and truly too fast for a scout to need to fly. But if you fly it at the speeds a scout could fly, you never quite get to the runway. Less than an hour. But for the sake of the exercise, we'll start slowing it down as if we are going into a strip. So in that strip back there, I configured really early. I had the power back. I got all the flap out like I'm doing now, full flap, and I'll let the indicator speed wash back to about 55, and then added a trickle of power just to maintain about a 200 feet per minute rate of descent at 55 knots. That way, as soon as I chop the power, I know that we'll wash off 10 knots, and at the same time I can pull the stick back, and it basically will stall it onto the runway. Find that with the short field stuff, if it can be configured nice and early, so we're not having to make configuration changes late in the approach, then all we've got to do is sit here and drive it down and just fine-tune the approach rather than making big changes. Establishing on final, we'll go, the pitch is full fine. Undercarriage is fixed, flap is set full, and carb heat can go away in case we need to go around. And also, of course, landing on those rougher strips. Carb heat will let dirt and grass and that sort of thing in the intake if we're unlucky. Okay, so I'm sitting about 58-ish indicated knots there. I'm just going to slow that down. I'm just getting lazy and going a bit fast. So there's 55. I'll add a trickle of power. And I'm just going to hold this stick position. And if I need to arrest the rate of descent at this point, I'm going to add power because we are on the back side of the power curve. Eyes to the other end of the runway. There's 50 knots. Okay, as I chop the power, it'll come to about 45. There's a stall warning. Oh, too much airspeed by a knot or so. As we touch down, full back stick, bit of braking. And with minimal technique there, I apologise, we still pulled up on the 1,000-foot markers. Thanks for watching. I'll try and remember next time to take you through, there's the flaps up, take you through a landing at the other strip. And we'll use that technique for real. Thanks for watching. See you next video.